when a lot of people think about the word inspiration. This very huge figure of respect and authority comes to mind. But along my leadership journey, I started to realize that the people who really inspire me are those who really encouraged me along the way. I'm Amelia. I'm a secondary 4 student currently studying in Crescent Girls School. I served as the Vice President of the Student Council as well as the Vice CEO of the Innovation and Enterprise Club. I think it is very important for one to find that definition of leadership that ideally defines who they are and what they can accomplish. It is not per se that I'm a Vice President and therefore I have the capability to lead this whole group of people, to lead the whole school.
I'm Coco and I'm a secondary 4 student in Crescent Girls School. I'm also the President of Student Council. If I were to describe Amelia in one line, it would be Amelia Tai. That's her full name. And then the reason why I want to describe her like that, not only in a literal sense, but because she has originality. She has her own style of leading and she's not easily influenced by others. She won't change just because others tell her to. And that's how I feel that she's a very unique leader.
Coco is one of the figures who really encouraged me and helped me during my leadership journey because she constantly reminds me that the people around me are just as important as any task that we're trying to accomplish. It made me realize that aside from just being focused, I should also learn to look out for the people who I work with because after all, leadership is not a one-man show. My belief comes in very strongly that everyone has leadership potential and they just need a little push for it to show. For me, council was that little push. I mean, council has definitely developed me to become the leader that I am today. So for me, I felt like if council has given me the opportunity, then I don't see why I should keep it to myself. So that's why I felt like I wanted to be that little push for others to show forth their potential.
One incident that I'll never forget was when we went for an interview for the EduSave Character Award. It was kind of a group interview, so I went in with her. The interviewer posed us a question: what was your greatest challenge as a leader? And I answered the question first. As I listened to her, and then also suddenly I heard a crack in her voice. And then I was very shocked because, is she crying? And then I looked at the side and then she was already breaking down. She was trying so hard to control her tears, but then she couldn't. I did not expect such a sight from her because all I knew about her was a stone-faced robot that could do everything perfectly. And to see her break down, it's like seeing a crack in a glass or something. She's so perfect, and then suddenly it's I see her breaking down. I was speechless as well.
I guess our current generation, we have this habit, we just like to keep to ourselves a lot. So a lot of things are just hidden away from the eye. So when people see someone, most of the time they tend to see things more on the surface. But in fact, inside sometimes they may be struggling and we just don't realize that. And for me personally, because I'm the kind who like to bottle things up, so I have gone through that myself, and that's why I think it's just so important for me as a senior mentor to reach out to them, to let them know that you're not alone in this. You're not going to fall into this deep pit and you're not going to stay there.
She seems so worry-free, but actually she has so much more troubles, and it's not because she's afraid to show them, but she hides it inside so that people can see this confident image of her, so that people know that they can rely on her in a sense. And I guess her constant encouragement to her juniors that make them want to become someone like her as well, to be so good at studies, being so task-oriented, but also has such a kind heart that cares for the juniors so much that inspires them to become someone like her.
Leadership to me is just a process of learning, of finding myself and getting to know what it is like for me as a young leader to take lead and to inspire other people as well. Everyone has leadership potential, they just need a little push for it to show. I'm committed to being that little push. How about you?